Hi everyone, my name is Sandrine Gucha. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to share the 5 mistakes that I did when I started my e-commerce business. The first mistake that I did when I started my e-commerce business was not targeting my customer correctly. You see, as I mentioned in the previous video, I am selling shapewears and bras online. And when I bought my first shapewear stock, I thought it was people that are overweight or people that are bigger that needed the shapewear. So when I bought the stock, I buy more stock for people that are bigger. But at my surprise, people that were actually buying my shapewear were people that are smaller. Like I was selling the size XX to XL more compared to the size 3XL and 2XL. So that was a very big mistake for me of not actually determining the right customer that I was targeting. I wanted to think for my customer. I didn't want to think about what was the problem that the shapewear was solving. So my focus was not onto the problem that the shapewear is solving. My focus on more on the type of people that can buy. The second mistake that I did when I started my e-commerce business was not pricing my product correctly. The shapewears and the bras that I sell online are very good quality, but they are also very expensive. So when I started selling, I was very scared to give the proper price to my customer, and I even end up not making profit because the shapewear were very expensive, and I thought that people were not going to buy. And again, it's going back to the first mistake that I did. If I had targeted my customer properly, I was going to do a proper pricing for my shapewears and my bra. So pricing your product correctly is very important when you start a business. Otherwise, you are going to be very frustrated when you are not making profit, and you can end up stopping the business even before it is starting to work. The third mistake that I did when I started my e-commerce business was thinking that Facebook ad is going to bring me customers immediately. I spent a lot of money advertising my product on social media, and I was having a lot of followers, but these followers were not converting into customers. So I made a mistake of thinking that because I have followers, I am going to be selling a lot of product. So followers are not customers. Followers are people that just have interest in your business, but they can buy later. They are not direct customer. So when I stopped to do the advertisement on social media, I started just creating content on social media and focus on really getting proper customer that was going to buy the product. So guys, don't spend too much money on ads, the money that you don't even have when you are starting on making social media ads, when you haven't created a proper content in the first place to educate your customer, to show how your product is doing on the people that are buying. So having a lot of followers doesn't mean that you are going to have a lot of sales. So find strategy to start making your first sales instead of having a lot of followers. That I did when I started my e-commerce business, this one is the biggest mistake that I did, was not to start selling on a marketplace on day one. You see, when you start an e-commerce business, you have built your website, you are already posting your product online on social media. It can take a very long time for you to start making your first sales. Whereas if you start selling on the marketplace, you can have your first customer on day one. So this was a big mistake that I did. When I started my e-commerce business, I only started selling on a marketplace after 1 year. When I say marketplace, I'm talking about your Amazon, I'm talking about Takealot. And the moment I started selling on Takealot, I sell product on Takealot in South Africa. The moment I started selling my product on Takealot, my sales really went high, and the amount of money that I was making out of my business had really increased when I started to sell on the marketplace. So I will advise you, I will recommend you, if you are planning to start an e-commerce business selling physical product or even digital product like ebooks, I will advise you to start selling on a marketplace on day one. If you are in South Africa, you can sell on Takealot, you can sell on Amazon. In other parts of the world, like in Europe and America, there is a lot of marketplace where you can start selling on, like your Amazon, like eBay, like Zalando. I mean, there are so many great marketplaces that you can start selling your product there and make money from day one. The fifth mistake that I did when I started my e-commerce business is wanting to sell to everyone. Guys, your product is not for everyone. You have to know the specific people that you want to sell your product to. Not everyone is going to like your product, not everyone is going to afford your product, and not everyone is going to understand the product that you are selling. So it's very important. And another thing that I want to mention, don't be afraid of selling a product because everyone is selling a product. The market is big. We can all have our own market share. So don't think because you have 10 customers or 20 customers, your business is not working. Your business can work even with 5 customers. We must just make sure that you sell your product to the right people. Don't try and sell your product to everybody. So guys, these are the 5 mistakes that I did when I started my e-commerce business. I hope you are going to learn from this mistake and avoid it when you also start your e-commerce business. If you want me to give you more details about one of the mistakes that I have listed in this video, feel free to leave a comment below and I am going to respond with more detail about it. If you like this video, please, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, or send me your question in the comment, or send me an email with your question. I am going to make sure I respond to you.